All right. Well, Rolland is a company that we've been following for, I don't know, the last few years anyways. You know, Jean Goyon, the owner, has been at our Bordeaux tasting at the Tower Club, the very first tasting we do every year with Bordeaux. So thank you, Jean Goyon, for supporting us. Hey, we're going to support you, buddy. This 2008 vintage, I just mentioned in the prior review, maybe a little greener than, you know, I like my Bordeaux, but this wine still has got some lovely fruit to it, and hey, 90 points in the Wine Spectator. What the heck do I know about wine anyways? All right, well, Charles was in, and this group that Jean Goyon has some really nice stuff. You know, he's become one of the big players in the Bordeaux markets. He even has some Grand Cru Class A stuff in his portfolio. Not enough. I keep telling him, look, you know, now that Chateau Estates is out of business, we need somebody else to fill that void here. We need someone to pick up you know, where these guys left off and stock some of these, you know, some of Bordeaux's greatest wines. They're becoming harder and harder to find, folks, at the distribution level. All right, well, let's see. We had the 2008 Rolland, the first wine that we had here. Start with your best one. Why not? That's what I always say, right? Drink the good stuff first. This wine has some red currant and plum fruits. Notes some roasted coffee, fresh earth, and herbaceous note kind of this wine a little bit on the nose. 70% Merlot, 10% Cabernet, a little bit of Cabernet Franc, Petit Verdot, made by the great Alain Reynaud. This is the gentleman that was brought over to make Colgan, and you know, he's made some great wines in Bordeaux and abroad. One of the brightest minds in the wine making business anywhere, and some great stuff. Maybe a little bit of hint of green pepper to the nose here, but still, this wine had a nice fruit and a savory finish to it. One of the things I love about Bordeaux, it does have a nice savoriness to it. And this 2008 vintage, if you like classic Bordeaux, you're going to love the 2008s. All right, a very good wine. Next up, the Chateau Clare from Medoc, a 2004. I don't know what way we'd go there from the Rolland that we should have started with that Clare. A nice little wine, some nice red plum and red cherry fruit, hints of dried tobacco and some barnyard nuance to the nose, but quite a bit lighter than the '08 Rolland. I mean, refreshing, light red berry fruit, smooth tannins. 2004s, the Medocs are drinking at or near their peak right now, and not a bad wine, but you know, $20. Maybe we expect a little bit more there. Similar blend to the Rolland and made at the same winery. 2004. A very good vintage. After visiting Bordeaux, I went back for more 2004s after the Grand Cru, tasting the 06s. Just a great vintage for value in Bordeaux. All right, well, next up, we've got some stuff from our good friend Ani Hazen and from the Antigua Winery from Mendoza.